Let's start with the UI changes first. The main interface hasn't changed all that much. Everything is still material design, the theme is still similar, and moving around the UI is pretty much exactly the same as Android Nougat. The app drawer is still there, the settings menu is still in its usual spot, and the quick settings work pretty much the same way. Those familiar with the system won't have any trouble getting around. There are some changes though. The largest and most noticeable is the settings menu. Many of the settings have been renamed, moved around, and consolidated in an attempt to make things a little bit easier. For instance, connected devices is now a single item in the settings menu, and the slide out drawer is now gone as well. In addition, many of the settings menu sub-menus have been redesigned. For instance, the apps and notifications settings have been vastly simplified, as has the display settings. Most of the stuff can now be seen in one sub-menu instead of several, and Google did particularly well at making the settings feel less intimidating, and we like that a lot. There are also some small UI changes, including a slight font change, a slight design change on the lock screen, and changes in the notifications. Several applications have new icons, and the status bar is slightly altered. These are all excessively minor, but we thought we'd mention them anyway. The small tweaks continue with the media notifications. They will now change color based on the thing that you're listening to. Here you can see the Grateful Dead's artwork is brown, so the notification is also brown, whereas Pink Floyd's Pulse artwork is black and blue, and thus the notification is black and blue. It's not overly important, but it's kind of nice. There are some other small tweaks here and there. The quick settings is now a light gray color. It makes the UI look a little bit cleaner and meshes slightly better with the colors of the settings menu, notifications, and the Google screen. In addition, the settings menu icon, quick settings edit button, and the profile button now rest at the bottom of the quick settings instead of at the top. It's a small change. You might like it, you might not. It's really not that big of a deal. Speaking of things that people are getting upset about, how about all of those new emoji? Gone are the popular blob designs in favor of more colorful, rounder designs. A lot of people are upset about how they look, others seem to enjoy the new design, and considering how subjective something like this is, it can go either way. The last big change is adaptive icons. This is a customization feature that allows you to change the shape of all of your icons. There are currently 5 options, and we imagine that more are coming soon enough. We're also relatively certain that this is only for the Pixel launcher right now. Android Oreo received plenty of new features with the latest update.